Welcome back my channel. What if I told you that a simple coin in your drawer could be worth thousands of dollars? Yes, that ordinary 5-cent piece, the one you might have tossed aside or used for parking, might actually be a small fortune in disguise. That's the story of the 1991 United States Jefferson nickel, minted in Philadelphia, and now known in numismatic circles not just for its sheer volume, but for the mystery and rarity lurking in a handful of extraordinary errors. Now, imagine flipping through some old change or digging through a coin jar, and your fingers brush past a dull nickel with the year 1991 stamped on it. It's small, almost forgotten. But unknown to you, that exact coin could be one of only a few surviving examples with a minting mistake that turned an everyday object into a collector's dream. A coin like that, depending on its error and condition, could be worth anywhere from $15,000 to an astonishing $96,000. And it's not a fantasy, it's real. It's been done. It's happening. And it might just happen to you. Let's go back to the world as it was in 1991. The Soviet Union was dissolving, the Cold War was ending, and Desert Storm had just concluded. In the United States, the Gulf War dominated headlines early in the year. Technology was evolving. The World Wide Web was taking its first public steps. Super Nintendo was just launched, and grunge music was rising in the airwaves. Meanwhile, unnoticed by most, the Philadelphia Mint was striking hundreds of millions of nickels. Most were standard. Nothing unusual. But as any coin collector will tell you, even the best machinery has its off days. And it's on those days that mistakes become miracles for collectors. The 1991 Jefferson nickel was part of the long-standing Jefferson series, which had been in production since 1938. The obverse features a profile portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The sculptor, Felix Schlag, captured Jefferson's thoughtful gaze, slightly turned to the left. Above his head arcs the phrase, "In God we trust." On the left, "Liberty," followed by a small star, and on the right, the year, 1991. And just behind the neck, the tiny yet telling letter, P, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse, the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, stands proud. It's flanked by E pluribus unum, above, and United States of America, wrapping around the top of the coin. At the bottom, the denomination, 5 cents. The design is clean, historical, and unassuming, the kind you see 1,000 times and never think twice about. Unless, of course, it's hiding a secret. In 1991, the mint didn't release any proof nickels to the public bearing the S mint mark, which typically signifies San Francisco Mint coins. All circulation strikes came from either Denver or Philadelphia. But even with only two major sources, anomalies still crept in. That year, the machinery, which usually hums with precision, had its hiccups. A few 1991 nickels were struck on the wrong planchets, the blank metal discs used to make coins. One such error? A Jefferson nickel struck on a 1-cent copper planchet. The result was shocking. A slightly smaller, red-toned nickel missing parts of its outer design due to the undersized blank. When collectors spotted it, they knew immediately. This was no ordinary coin. Auction houses listed them. Bidding wars began. And collectors, both seasoned and new, chased them with fervor. Errors are a funny thing. They turn the common into the coveted. A coin struck twice, a double strike, leaves behind ghost images, partial faces, or extra letters. One such 1991 P nickel featured a dramatic double strike that bent the coin's rim and left Roosevelt's face half overlapping itself. It sold for over $4,000 at auction. Another? A nickel that was 55% off center, causing Jefferson's portrait to shift almost completely off the coin. That piece sold for nearly $2,800. These aren't theoretical cases, they're documented in auction catalogs and collector forums, prized by those who understand that flaw can be more valuable than perfection. Then, there's the misaligned die errors, when the stamping pieces don't line up, resulting in lopsided prints or shadows around the design. One 1991p nickel with such a misalignment, still in mint state condition, fetched $950. Another coin from that year, showing a broad stroke error, meaning it was stamped without the collar that normally shapes the rim, went for over $200. Some errors are harder to spot. Die cracks, where hairline fractures in the die cause raised lines on the coin, or struck-through errors, where foreign materials interfere during the minting process. Every single one of these transforms an ordinary nickel into a sought-after specimen, but error alone doesn't tell the whole story. Rarity plays a crucial role, and condition is king. A coin found in your pocket change may bear a stunning error, but if it's nicked, scratched, or worn down, its value drops significantly. On the other hand, a pristine coin, what the experts call mint state or MS, can multiply in value. MS 65 or higher is where collectors start paying serious money. And if that high-grade condition is combined with an error, that's the golden ticket. Let's talk about grading for a second. Coin grading is a meticulous process. Experts from organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, examine coins under high magnification, analyzing luster, strike sharpness, and damage. A perfectly preserved 1991p nickel with a rare mint error, graded MS 67, sold for an eye-watering $15,000. And that's just the lower bound. The rarest documented combinations, such as a wrong planchet strike in pristine condition with historical significance, have been known to go as high as $96,000 in private sales and auction listings. That's not a typo. That's the real, jaw-dropping potential of this humble 5-cent piece. Collectors have incredible stories about how they've stumbled upon these coins. One man in Ohio purchased a box of old bank-wrapped nickels from an estate sale. Inside one of the rolls, a 1991p Jefferson nickel struck on a copper cent blank, with sharp details and an unmistakable color difference. He had it graded, and when the results came back as MS66 red, he sold it at a major coin show for $18,500. Another collector, this time a teenager in Florida, was simply going through a coin jar with his dad. His dad had saved it for years, not realizing that the coin with a weird edge and off-center face was anything special. That teenager's curiosity led them to a local coin shop, and a month later, they were holding a $9,000 check after auction fees. Stories like these are the reason people fall in love with coins. It's not just the money, it's the mystery, the hunt, the thrill of discovery. There's also a historical significance to collecting. Coins are living artifacts. Each one carries the mark of the era it was born in. The 1991p Jefferson nickel comes from a time of transition, the end of the Cold War, the early stages of digital globalization, and shifts in the U.S. mint's technology. Even the die-making processes were beginning to change in the 90s, moving toward digital design and engraving systems. That makes this era's coins not just valuable in terms of errors, but also in terms of transition. A bridge between old and new. So where does that leave you? Right now, you might be thinking about that change jar on your desk, or the forgotten coins in the drawer. Don't overlook them. That beat-up 1991 nickel? It might be a mistrike, an off-metal error, or an early die state with telltale doubling. All you need is a loupe, a magnifying lens, and a bit of curiosity. Look for odd edges, doubled images, misaligned text, unusual coloring, or weight differences. If you find something weird, don't toss it. Instead, look it up, get it weighed, and if it's promising, have it graded. You could be holding something extraordinary. And for those of you already in the coin world, whether you're a casual collector or a die-hard enthusiast, the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is a great reminder that there are still treasures to be found in everyday places. You don't need to spend thousands to strike gold. Sometimes, it really is just sitting in your drawer. So take a second look at that old change. That nickel might not just be 5 cents. It might be $15,000 or $96,000, or even more if it ends up in the right collector's hands at the right time. And if this story inspired you, you know what to do. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next coin spotlight. Because the next coin? Well, let's just say it might be even rarer than this one. Stay curious. Stay collecting. And remember, treasure doesn't always come in gold. Sometimes, it comes in nickel. What if I told you that a simple coin in your drawer could be worth thousands of dollars? Yes, that ordinary 1 dirham piece from the United Arab Emirates, minted in 1995, 1415 AH, might just be hiding a rare treasure. This coin, often overlooked in everyday transactions, has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide due to its unique design and historical significance. The 1995 1 dirham coin was minted during a period of significant development and modernization in the UAE. Under the leadership of the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the country was undergoing rapid transformation, balancing traditional values with progressive advancements. This era marked a pivotal moment in the nation's history, and the coin reflects this blend of heritage and progress. The design of the 1995 1 dirham coin is a testament to the UAE's rich cultural heritage. The obverse features a traditional Arabic coffee pot, known as a dala, symbolizing hospitality and the deep-rooted Bedouin traditions of the Emirates. This image not only represents the country's cultural identity, but also serves as a reminder of the values that have shaped the nation. The reverse side showcases the denomination and the year, inscribed in both Arabic and English, bridging the gap between the country's rich history and its modern aspirations. What makes this coin particularly intriguing is its rarity. While millions of dirhams were minted in 1995, only a limited number of 1 dirham coins were produced with this specific design. Over time, many of these coins have been lost, damaged, or melted down, making well-preserved specimens highly sought after by collectors. The scarcity of these coins, combined with their historical and cultural significance, has driven their value up considerably. In recent years, well-preserved 1995 1 dirham coins have been sold at auctions for prices ranging from $5,000 to $33,000, depending on their condition and provenance. These sales have sparked a renewed interest in UAE numismatics, with collectors eager to add this rare piece to their collections. The increasing demand and limited supply continue to drive the coin's value, making it a worthwhile investment for those with an eye for rare collectibles. Collector stories about acquiring this coin are as diverse as the individuals themselves. Some have inherited them from family members, who kept them as mementos of the country's early days, while others have discovered them in old coin jars or at estate sales. Each coin carries with it a story, a piece of history that connects the present to the past. These personal narratives add to the allure of the coin, making it not just a valuable asset but also a cherished artifact. The journey of these coins from the mint to collectors' hands is a testament to their enduring appeal. At auctions, they often attract intense bidding wars, with collectors competing to own a piece of the UAE's history. The excitement and anticipation surrounding these auctions reflect the high regard in which this coin is held in the numismatic community. In conclusion, the 1995 1 dirham coin from the UAE is more than just currency. It's a symbol of the nation's rich heritage and rapid modernization. Its unique design, historical significance, and rarity have made it a coveted item among collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual enthusiast, this coin offers a fascinating glimpse into the UAE's past and a valuable addition to any collection. So, the next time you come across a 1995 1 dirham coin, take a moment to appreciate its beauty and significance. You might just be holding a rare piece of history in your hands. The 1968 D. Roosevelt dime was minted during a period of significant change in the United States. The country was experiencing social and political upheaval, with the civil rights movement gaining momentum and the Vietnam War dominating headlines. In the midst of this turmoil, the U.S. Mint continued its operations, producing coins that would later become symbols of the era. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, was a staple in American currency by 1968. However, it was the unique characteristics of the 1968 D mint mark that would later make it a sought-after item among collectors. The design of the 1968 D Roosevelt dime is a testament to the artistry and symbolism of American coinage. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. The inscription, Liberty, arcs above his head, with "In God We Trust" to the left and the year 1968 to the right. Below Roosevelt's bust is the mint mark, D, indicating that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint. The reverse side depicts a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The inscription, United States of America, curves along the top, with E pluribus unum below and 1 dime at the bottom. What makes the 1968 D Roosevelt dime particularly intriguing is its rarity and the errors associated with its production. While most coins from this year are relatively common, certain variations and errors have made specific examples highly valuable. For instance, some 1968 D dimes exhibit a missing clad layer, a minting error where the outer layers of the coin are absent, revealing the underlying copper core. These error coins are highly prized among collectors due to their uniqueness and the rarity of the mistake. One such coin, graded MS63 by NGC, was sold at auction for a significant sum, highlighting the demand for these rare specimens. In addition to error coins, the condition of the 1968 D Roosevelt dime plays a crucial role in its value. Coins that have been well preserved and exhibit minimal wear are more desirable to collectors. For example, a 1968 D dime graded MS68 by PCGS, indicating a near-perfect coin, has been valued at over $1,400. This demonstrates how the grade and preservation of a coin can significantly impact its market value. Collector stories about acquiring these rare dimes are as diverse as the individuals themselves. Some have inherited them from family members, who kept them as mementos of the past, while others have discovered them in old coin jars or at estate sales. Each coin carries with it a story, a piece of history that connects the present to the past. These personal narratives add to the allure of the coin, making it not just a valuable asset but also a cherished artifact. The journey of these coins from the mint to collectors' hands is a testament to their enduring appeal. At auctions, they often attract intense bidding wars, with collectors competing to own a piece of American history. The excitement and anticipation surrounding these auctions reflect the high regard in which the 1968 D Roosevelt dime is held in the numismatic community. In conclusion, the 1968 D Roosevelt dime is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of a transformative era in American history. Its unique characteristics, historical significance, and the errors associated with its production have made it a sought-after item among collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual enthusiast, this coin offers a fascinating glimpse into the past and a valuable addition to any collection. So, the next time you come across a 1968 D Roosevelt dime, take a moment to appreciate its beauty and significance. You might just be holding a rare piece of history in your hands.